Hello, viewers. It's Sensei Michael from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast from my channel called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain certain adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain certain adult language. If you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into a episode of Donbrothers. So basically, the episode starts off like this. So basically, the episode starts off in the previous episode. So basically, the Hakura, the Yellow Ranger, and Shinji, the Blue Ranger, were kind of pissed off that in in the previous episode, starts off, this episode starts off like, with the Blue and Yellow Ranger attacking the Red Ranger, because the Red Ranger in the previous episode attacked them like a lunatic for no reason. So basically, they figured they wanted to get some payback on him. But being he's so strong enough, he managed to, basically, took down Hakura and Shinji the Blue Ranger, and Hakura the Yellow Ranger. So and basically he fought these guys versus even though he was defending himself, basically he thought these guys were just trying to mess around with him, and basically he took it a little far, and basically he took out the Black Ranger and Pink Ranger as well. Ichiyoki the Yellow Ranger, and Ichiban the Black Ranger. So basically, the Yellow Ranger got pissed off again, and the next day he went to go look for him. Went to go look for Avataro, the Red Ranger, at his delivery job. So basically, when he got to Avataro's delivery job, there was a sign on the door that said that the police investigation is over. This delivery service will be opened up very soon. Will be opened up back on the 9th. So basically, Avataro's delivery service, delivery job is still closed down, and it won't be opened up back at the 9th. So anyway, meanwhile, we see Ichiban, the Black Ranger, running from the police. Now, all we know that so far about him, he's suspended from the law for some reason, but he claims that he's innocent. So basically, by running to the cops, he was trying to find a gateway, a virtual gateway to get away from the cops with his sunglasses, but he couldn't find one. He couldn't find one because he was on the ground, he was on the ground and whatnot, and basically, the cops were on his trail, and basically he dropped his sunglasses that allowed him to see the virtual world, and, and also see the virtual portals that the Donbrothers used to, basically, travel around town and basically go through, travel around town and whatnot. So anyway, Hopper was still kind of pissed at at Avataro. So basically, she decided to wait a bit and see if Avataro will show up, and his place of work is still closed down, and that's the Ichiban came, and basically and tried to get into the delivery building, but it was locked. And basically, he got Hadara and broke into the side window and took her, and basically took her inside. And just in case she has the urge to tell the police about her whereabouts. So basically, Hollow is not aware that Ichiban is a wanted fugitive. So basically, she figured that, She figured he must have done something, and this got her idea, maybe for a story like some maybe material for her new manga series. Now, she still she met before it came to the delivery service. She met with a manga publisher and she said that, hey, I know that you're that girl who plagiarized that manga. She did it. She was set up, but she said that the manga publisher said that just come up with a new manga series idea that isn't plagiarized or isn't plagiarized. This long as it's not plagiarized, come up with a new manga idea, then I'll take a chance on it. So basically, she figured she's going to use it by, to gain, give her new material for a new manga that she's working on, and hopefully getting this new manga publishing deal opportunity. So anyway, things like Isabel was Isabel and Hakala was Hakala was talking to Isabel, and that's when there was a knock at the door. It turns out it's Yoshi looking, came in, wanted to use the bathroom and looking for more towels. So basically, as he was done using the bathroom, he was asking Hakala and Isabel that you had to see more towels. At this point, none of the Rangers know each other except for the Yellow Ranger Hakaba and the Blue Ranger Shinji know each other. So basically nobody knows. So basically the pink and black Rangers don't know that Momotaro is the Red Ranger, and doesn't know that Hakaba and Shinji are the Blue Rangers. So basically that Hakaba and Shinji know about each other because they saw each other morph to say, so basically the Yellow Ranger. So basically, the yellow and blue Rangers know that Momotaro is the Red Ranger, and they both know each other. That they're both free Rangers. So basically, the black and blue Rangers doesn't know that Momotaro is the Red Rangers, and Hakala and Shinji are the Blue Rangers, or Hakala is the Yellow Ranger, and Shinji is the Blue Ranger. So anyway, so basically, Ichiyoshi said that I came here to look to Momotaro, thank him for helping that for that whole restaurant thing that he about his helping out that wasteful restaurant and whatnot, blah blah, to say thank you and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, Ichiyoshi looked at Isbar as and he realized that Isbar is one of the criminal, and basically, doing the right thing, he wanted to, he said, he told Haka, let's go call cops. But Haka being want to use Isbar for our own separate goals to make want to use Isbar's situation for material for her new manga series. So basically, they started to bump heads and whatnot, and basically, and basically starts to bump heads over this situation about Isbar and whatnot. So basically, Isbar made it cool. Isbar's I know that I know that you guys know that I'm a criminal, but this is a mistake. So basically, he's innocent. He's putting his innocence to Ichiyoshi and Hakala. Meanwhile, we see a Naho monster that looks like a monster based off a Packer Ranger, attacking a citizen. And luckily luckily for that citizen, that his Shinji was on the scene, Shinji the Blue Ranger, and basically saved the citizen's life, and the pastor, not her monster, got away, and basically Shinji chasing after it. Anyway, so basically, so basically, back at the delivery service, Motaro finally came to see that all the packages were okay. So basically, Motaro came to the delivery service to make sure that all the packages were safe and whatnot, to check on the packages. So basically, turns out that Isbar and opened out a package that had bread in it, and they ate it, and he ate it along with Hakala. So basically, Motaro was kind of pissed at Isbar, open up people's packages. It's a bad thing right now. So basically, he took Isbar to the person whose packet the bread that was supposed to go to, and explained the situation. So basically, this dude Israel had ate your bread, the package with the bread that you was waiting for and whatnot. So basically, explain the situation. So basically, he should pay for the bread. So basically, the lady's delivering, you're right. So basically, Isbar was literally scrubbing the person's toilet and whatnot. And basically, they both came after the lady made him, pay off his package by doing a little housework, by cleaning the toilet. They came back to the delivery service, and basically, and basically, when they came back to the delivery service, when Tao and Isbar came back to the delivery service, Tao had he basically had in a unlock and whatnot, and forced Isbar back to the delivery service after the package. So basically, Isbar was like, what the hell is wrong with you? You took, I know, Isbar said, I know I shouldn't ate that better on, but damn, you taking this too seriously, my dude. So basically, there's always, I believe that people should always do the right thing, and always should do the right thing, and always should do the right thing and pay for when they messed up. So basically, Taro he has very high standards. So basically, he believes that if some person makes a mistake, they should pay for it or not. So basically, it must say damn, I get what you're saying, but damn, you don't have to be so serious about this. So anyway, the cops. So basically, Ichiyoshi went outside and screamed to the top of his lungs that that Isbar the future is here and whatnot, and some of the cops outside, and the detectives outside nearby heard Ichiyoshi saying that Isbar is in the delivery, he's here, he's there, and the whole cop surrounded the delivery service and whatnot, and basically surrounded the whole delivery building and whatnot. So anyway, that's when Shinji, we see Shinji, the Blue Ranger, noticed that the delivery service was being surrounded by the cops, and tried to help out with the situation after he lost track of the Naho monster that is based on a pet ranger. So basically, Shinji tried to communicate with everybody inside the delivery, but he ended up inside this little with the rest of the Rangers, not knowing that everybody in that Isba and Yoshi are the pink and blue or the pink and black Rangers. So anyway, so basically, so basically, Yoshi realized that, that Haka was that girl that was accused of plagiarizing mangas and whatnot, and basically, and that's it. It felt like, so you that girl who got in trouble for plagiarizing mangas and claiming she was innocent. So basically, it's was phrase that, just like you, I was framed, but I can't tell you anymore because I made a promise to the woman that I love that I won't say anything about how I got framed, because it seems like the woman he loved is caught up in his frame job for some reason. So anyway, he explained that, he opened up to he opened up to the other Rangers, not knowing that they are the other Rangers and whatnot, and basically he explained that, when I got framed, it's something, I made a promise to the woman I love, and basically I'm so afraid if I tell anybody how I got framed, she can end up getting hurt. So basically, he has a reason, he has a reason why he won't tell how he got framed he won't tell anybody else that why he's being framed for some crime, and not telling them the details of the crime that he's being framed for, because he's scared the woman that he loves will get hurt if he tell anybody else. So basically, the Naho must be just like how the so basically the Naho must be pulling the strings setting up Isba. So anyway, and Isba said that today is my birthday, and basically, and that's what Taro had a flashback when he was a little boy, that nobody came to his birthday because, he was a very know-it-all, hopeful boy and whatnot, and basically a lot of people thought that, basically, Momotaro has basically he wants to help people, but sometimes he can be, he could be a bit annoying when he helps people, and people get irritated with his, know-it-all attitude every time that he ends up helping a person and whatnot. So basically, he remembered that birthday that nobody came because, they thought he was just a with just a know-all show us, because he was just acting like a normal show. So basically, Motel was like, I'm sorry about your situation. I do kind of know how you feel, because my goal is always to help people, but my nature sometimes I could be a know-it-all show off sometimes when I help people, but I need to work on that. So basically, but I can help you celebrate your birthday, even though we don't have no birthday cake. So anyway, and that's what she said. I have 5 slices of cake in this box. So basically, everybody got together, and started to sing the happy birthday song to Aespa, and basically, all the police and people outside heard happy birthday song outside and whatnot, blah blah blah. So anyway, the lead detective who was in charge of hunting down Isbar turns out that the Naho monster took control of the lead detective who was hunting Isbar down, and basically the Naho monster took control of that lead detective's body, and basically started to chase down Isbar, and Isbar led the Naho monster away from the others, and basically started to fight, basically got cornered, but lucky for Isba, his glasses came back to him when he needed him to avoid the monster escape by using one of those virtual doors to dodge the monster attack, and basically he morphed out into his ranger form, and basically would start to fight the Naho monster and the Naho foot soldiers, and basically the other rangers didn't join him to help out. So basically, the blue, black, and basically the blue, black, and pink rangers used the wheel soldier to transform into the wheel soldiers. Basically, HLC became the pink wheel soldier. Isba became the black wheel soldier, and Shinji became the blue wheel soldier. So since there's and so since there wasn't any other ranger in wheel soldier, Hakura, the other ranger, felt left out when the other ranger transformed into the wheel soldier ranger. Since he couldn't transform into the wheel, since there was no other ranger in wheel soldier, she felt kind of left out. Anyway, Moto did show up, and basically turns out that his sword can do the slashing attack of the wheel soldiers. So basically, his sword can do any slash attack from a previous Sentai team. So basically, he used it to scan the wheel cell metal and basically get the slash attack from Leo Soldier and basically took down the Naha monster. But as usual in Sentai, the monster grew, and basically he could buy his bike sword with the Zero Zord to form the Dawn Kaio Megazord and took down the Pato Naho monster, and basically the detective that was taking that was talking about the Naho monster was okay, was safe and was back to normal, and the Naho monster was destroyed, and basically the detective was okay after the monster got destroyed and no longer had no control over his body. So anyway, as usual, another Avataro kid appeared in Black Taro's hand. So basically, in Black Taro's hand at his cafe and whatnot. So anyway, the other rangers was happy that they're able to help out Isbal with his situation, and hoping that he will get clear, prove his innocence for the crime he didn't do. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere else in a virtual space somewhere, we see Sanai and his two comrades, wondering that, seeing that they're frustrated with the situation with the Rangers, and there's need to do something about these Rangers interfering with their mission. So basically it seems like so far, the only thing we know about their mission is that they are taking down people. They're taking down people who get possessed by the Naho monsters, and getting rid of people who exist and steam greed and towards people and shit like that. Blah blah blah. So anyway, this Sunai was like, so basically like, we need to get one of those smooth rangers for we need to stop these rangers from our mission and basically, stop us from our true mission and take care of them once and for all. And so basically his two comrades, Sansa and Son Omi and Son Omi, like, you're right, we need to stop these rangers and from keeping us from our mission and take care of them once and for all. And this is how the episode ended with the three main villains, trying to take down the Rangers, and they fail their mission, whatever that is, whatever the rest of that mission is, and basically that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, we got a little more details that the bad guys have some type of mission that got to do with all these not-home monsters, taking control of people who exhibited that had this thing assessment and who assess over things to a string and also and assess over things over green and whatnot. But anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway, signing off from Screen Reviews. What do you guys think? Like I said, good, bad, or whatever. So anyway, signing off. 1.